Do you feel like every relationship you've ever had has been just toxic or unfulfilling? Like it's the same toxic cycle or emotionally chaotic situation over and over and over again? I want you to know this. It is not our fault, but it is in our power to heal it. And that power starts right now. We're not attracting these people because we're broken. We're attracting them because the universe is running a karmic test to show us where our inner wounds are still fragile. Today, I want to identify the ultimate test and then share with you the sovereign blueprint to help us overcome this cycle once and for good. Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nova Simone, and on my channel I talk about self-love, healing, and personal growth. So if you're into that type of stuff, make sure you hit the subscribe button because I drop videos every Saturday. Also, if you've been here and you notice that my tooth is missing, yeah, I had a little accident. I might do a video on that, but we'll talk about that later. For now, just please ignore it. Okay. Thank you. And the sun started shining on me as I started making this video because it's been super like cloudy, and I think it's gonna rain for the next 2 weeks. So thank you, sun. Now, today we're gonna talk about how we keep attracting these toxic relationships and how to end that cycle, because I know we're tired of that. I know I'm tired of that, and I have successfully ended it by healing my inside. So let's get into it. Okay, first we have to talk about the hardest part of this cycle, the false narrative and the almost perfect. I know we have all experienced this almost perfect person, because the worst toxic cycles, they don't look like monsters. They look almost perfect. They look like the person who's charming, successful, and probably aligns with you on every level. And I know this firsthand. One of my most recent connections felt like the perfect guy. He spoke all my love languages. He took me out and planned the dates, y'all. Like, we love that, don't we? Don't we just love when they plan the date and there's no what do you want to do, what do you want to eat, where do you want to go? It's, babe, I did this, let's go here. Yeah, I love that. He even brought me gifts and flowers at 11 p.m. based off of the fact that I sent him a picture of my flowers dying, and it was 9 p.m. y'all. He got on it. He got on it. He basically treated me like a princess. I love that. And I thought he was the one. I really did. But here's the catch. When it seems like it's too good to be true, it usually is, because they usually carry this non-negotiable flaw, don't they? It might be the constant need for control, or the persistent selfishness, or the inability to honor your comfort. Well, look, that's exactly what it was for me. And although this person was about 90% of what I wanted in a man, he ended up being very controlling and selfish, which is something I choose not to deal with on my healing journey. I choose autonomy, I choose independence, and I choose someone who's going to be understanding of that. I can't choose someone who's controlling my every move. Well, he wasn't controlling my every move, but he was trying to control the way I responded, the way I reacted, how he wanted me to be. Yeah, basically he was trying to control my mood. So yeah, I couldn't. It sucked, y'all. It really sucked. But the thing is, these type of people, they're not mirroring a flaw that we have. They're mirroring a wound that we carry. They are holding up a mirror to the exact places where our sovereignty and our authority is leaking. They basically show us our past inability to say no and prioritize ourselves, which is a pattern I finally healed when I cut that person off. Cold turkey. The almost perfect test is designed to see what we value more, surface protection or internal integrity. And by putting ourselves first, we're setting the intention by choosing our freedom. When you stay, you choose the lie. When you leave, you choose the truth, and you end that soul contract. And I say soul contract because doesn't it feel like when we meet these type of people, it's like, man, you my soulmate. Like, I've met you before. We met in a past life. Doesn't it feel like that? It feels like you've already been with this person before. You've known this person your whole life because it just flows so easily. That's the soul contract. That's that soul tie. That is a karmic soulmate. And to end the cycle, we have to stop focusing on them and focus on ourselves. And that's where this sovereign blueprint is needed. The internal design that makes us resistant to low vibrational energy. This blueprint requires 3 core skills. Skill 1, the protection skill. A toxic cycle is always a test for our boundaries. And the protection skill is our non-negotiable sovereign no. Just as a loving parent fiercely protects their child, we must fiercely protect our inner self, our inner child. When we feel pressure, discomfort, or depletion, we must choose comfort and safety over our inner home instead of external promises. The moment we are asked to sacrifice our core self and our core beliefs to please them, that's when we stand on business and make our boundaries clear. And this repels and ends the cycle of control. Skill 2, the attention skill. Toxic people thrive when we're self-abandoning. Yeah, it's evil, but it's true. When people see us at our lowest, or they see that we're vulnerable, they come in, they want to swoop in and act like they want to save us or help us, but really they're just going to drain us. We need to focus on self. The attention skill demands that we consistently give quality focused time to our own needs first. We must become the source of our own validation. Self-validation, y'all. By consistently prioritizing our peace and scheduling our self-dates, we signal to the universe that we are not seeking to fill a void. The cycle ends when we primarily focus on ourselves. Skill number 3 is the consistency skill. Self-worth is not a feeling. It is the proof you build by honoring your own word. The consistency skill means that you keep all of your micro promises to yourself, because toxic cycles thrive on chaos and instability. When we consistently show up for ourselves, we create an internal anchor that no external drama can shake. This stability is the highest vibration we can carry, and it's the only thing that truly repels chaos. We must address the shadow patterns that keep us vulnerable. This is where we clear the final block. Toxic cycles often thrive when we're seeking escape. They are dangerous distractions from the necessary work of inner healing. If we rely on external relationships, habits, or even substances for temporary relief, we're then creating a space for low vibrational energy to enter our lives. The moment we recognize an escape mechanism, that yearning for something outside of ourselves to help ease our pain, that's when we must affirm that I am strong enough to stay in my body and solve this from within. This is pure self-mastery. The only way to end the cycle for good is consistency. Every time we stand on our boundary, every time we choose peace, every time we walk away from what seems to be the perfect person, which is just a lie, we are rewriting the contract of our soul, and we are breaking those karmic cycles for good. I can speak from experience because remember I was telling you about that most recent connection? Yeah, that person felt like someone I had met in a past life, and he even felt it. And later I confirmed that it actually was a karmic soul tie, a powerful lesson I needed to learn and clear. And from the moment I met him, I knew that there was going to be a lesson. I kept telling him, you're a test. This is a test. I knew that it was a test because it just felt way too good to be true. And most connections carry this energy of lessons attached to them. How many times have you been in a relationship and it may have not worked out, but you learned so much from it and you transformed yourself? That's why we must be consistent by choosing the lessons over the comfort. This cycle only ends when the pattern of choosing ourselves becomes the only consistent thing in our lives. The journey to end these cycles is one of the most bravest things you'll ever do. Please know that if you have ever struggled to walk away from that almost perfect lie, you are not alone, lovely. You are not alone. And you were never wrong for wanting love. But the true healing is realizing that you are the one true authority in your life. We are not meant to heal others by breaking ourselves. No. We are meant to heal the world simply by showing others how to love ourselves and how to build that sovereign home. on the inside. Your ability to see the flaws and walk away, that is the evidence that the karmic test is over. And now your only assignment is to build upon that freedom. If you're ready to dismantle the negative thinking that keeps you vulnerable to these cycles, and you need a structured blueprint to create mental stability, my Healing the Mind Workbook is the perfect companion for you. It provides the exact tools to reprogram your inner voice and establish that mental sovereignty by turning your inner chaos into clarity. Go download it now. The link is in the description, and start becoming that sovereign goddess you were always meant to be. Now, tell me in the comments, what is the one non-negotiable flaw that you are ready to walk away from? It could be that you're finally ready to walk away from partners who try to manage your time and your friends. Or it could be that you're walking away from connections that require all of your energy but offer no emotional mutual benefit. My non-negotiable flaw is controlling people and persistent selfishness, for sure. But let me know yours in the comments below. If this video resonated with you in any way, make sure to leave a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you know anybody else who needs to hear this, share this video with them. And I appreciate you. I'm proud of you. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.